Hello, guys. Hello, Ahmed. Hello, Tom.
Всем привет.
Hey, Ahmed, how you doing?
My sound is off. I'll log back in.
Okay, so I think here will be two today.
Yeah, let me then just introduce the meeting itself. So this is a technical Q&A. This is going to be taken regularly. So I'm going to host one by myself every week. And also I will do my best to actually get like another guys who are even smarter than me to actually host one weekly. So this might be very beneficial for all the community, you know? Shashank, greetings. Welcome. If you don't mind,
Hello.
maybe uh, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can.
Great. Welcome.
Welcome,
So
welcome.
we are going to wait a few more minutes for other guys, whoever wants
Okay.
to join as well. So
Oh,
I might even drop a message for some friends in different groups. All right. So I sent a message to a couple more guys. So, Shashank, we can actually start with you maybe. Do you have any experience with FunC? Like, did you face some issues?
yeah, actually, we have posted, few issues in our group, dev group,
Okay.
and they have actually, revert us back, and it was resolved. But we are also facing few more issues, like some part of our SDK, and I think creating a problem. So I have created that on GitHub also. So I'll share the link here.
So you mean like here in the chat, right?
Yeah.
Hello there.
Hey, Tralkan, welcome.
Hey, thank you.
So, Tone Connect SDK error. Once ID 12 doesn't match any request ID after transaction rejected. So you're trying to use the SDK.
Actually, we are two people, and one of my colleague is just joining. So we
Mhm.
are developing a tool for the developers, that will ease them to onboard on TON, and
Mhm.
it will be very easy for them to set up they can actually it's not required to set up a local and everything for them, so they can easily just come and test their codes, and it's like a SDK for TON, and we are actually building it like better than Remix, and because it will have like more functionalities like
Mm.
collaboration, everything. So my tech guy is also coming. I'm the product guy, so he'll actually explain better. I just messaged him and he's just coming.
Okay. So I believe. So you said that your tech guy is going to join as well, right?
Yeah. Just give me just 20 seconds. I will.
Okay. Tom, did you ever had experience with OnConnect SDK?
So we are actively researching it now as well. I think if Vlad will connect today, he will be able to tell us more about the connector.
Interesting. A lot. I'm also I have some alternative. I believe this is on Connect.
Like, Mark, I just also want to ask you, like, are you coming to Hyderabad like on 25th?
Yeah, yeah.
So, like, it's there is an a hackathon is there, or it's just an get together and a meetup. Like, what is going to happen there?
I'm not sure about the total meetup program, but I'm sure I will definitely do some workshops.
Okay.
So also I will do my best to help some teams to brainstorm on the product. I think some guys should try to mute their mics. Uh-huh. Okay, so basically, this issue, like, do you try it with Next.js?
Yes, yes.
Okay, interesting.
Oh, I think Rahul is also here. He just messaged me.
Hi, Mark.
Hey, Rahul. So you are the one who faced this issue with Tone Connect, right?
Yes, Mark.
Okay. Uh, let me ask other participants as well, like what kind of issues they have, and we might, if there's no bigger issues, we can just get back to yours and debug it together. So, uh, can I ask Tralkan, do you have any questions for like that you tried to do and you didn't succeed technically?
Hey, so at the moment I'm more looking into the overview. So really starting with tone, learning all the technology, finding out like the tact programming language. So I want to ask you if you have to like make some pros and cons between using tact or actually going straight into FunC. What would be like the shortcomings that I could face if I decide to use tact instead of FunC?
So I would say the biggest downside of using tact today is the fact that it's not officially supported. What does it mean? So basically, tact is compiling into FunC. So it's not like we are compiling into fifth after, you know how it works, right? You compile FunC into fifth into the bytecode, and that's what's like you're taking the like creating a bag of cells, and this is like string representation of bag of cells, and this is your contract. So it's compiled FunC fifth bag of cells, and tact is actually like one level up. So it's quite it's higher level language. So there's much less primitives, and the guys are doing good job trying to actually make it work. But at the moment, this is not advised to use when we're talking about production contracts. So
Okay.
you might play around with it. There is a lot of cool stuff actually that recently came up there, but I would, if you want to use it, even the guy who's working on the actual compiler of Tact, even this guy, he says that if you plan to use it in production in 1 or 2 months, don't use Tact. You should write FunC contracts because there's a lot of edge cases. So the main reason is that you don't want to sacrifice the security of your code, and basically that's why you want to write the FunC code by yourself rather than making something with tact. It's going to compile into FunC, and you won't be able to find every possible backdoor or like hole that there might be. So I would advise to go with FunC for now, and this is in general good for you because this is the FunC has been here since the beginning, and I would say you should master FunC as much as you can, So that's what I would recommend. And keep an eye on tagged compiler, tag documentation, and stuff. Like, it might be very well that this like the tagged is going to be primary tool for basic programming.
Future. So a feature that is maybe more like simple to like get started. But yeah, I definitely understand what you say, and I agree with the fact of just going for the safe option or the safer option. But what about like compiling from tagged and then reading those contracts in FunC? Is it possible to do that? Like using tagged as a first step towards learning something basic and then seeing how it does it, and then like reading the FunC out of it.
Sorry, I'm not sure I got what you mean.
Like from FunC, then you get from tagged, you get the FunC contracts, right?
Yeah, it compiles FunC.
So you can read those FunC contracts and learn from that too.
Yeah.
Okay. Specifically, we're doing an account abstraction. So it's like smart contract wallet, and then it has already some plugins in this sort of self-sovereign identity protocol. But here on TON, I know that there's like a new version of wallets, like V4. And I was wondering, like, then it would be more like doing plugins to get to the same architecture of this account that can do many things. Would you recommend that V4 version of the wallets?
Yeah, especially if you want to go with plugins. That's like plugins is kind of like legit way to extend the wallet, if that's the question, because as far as I know, one of the most advanced ways of plugins used so far, as I know, because I'm not the number one, not even top 10 developers in TON, but I know that subscriptions in TON Keeper, they actually made with plugin, and I'm not aware of details of how the plugins are done for V4, but if you want, you could maybe write in chat. I will tell you where. So
yeah, I think like finding out those smart contracts, and being able to start reading the contracts for the V4 and for the plugins, I think that would be super helpful. But I haven't found any like directory where you can get like the contract yet.
do you mean like
GitHub repository for the wallet, but the contract like a starting point for smart contracts? What would you say is a point for the website?
Okay, so when we say starting point, sorry guys, someone is very loud. I would have to mute, I guess. Okay, now it's quiet. So Trokan, sorry, I will unmute you later on. So if we talk about starting point for contracts in general, is that what you mean? Like how to start reading simple contracts and get yourself familiar with FunC? Is that what you mean? You can unmute yourself and just answer.
Sorry, was that something with my microphone?
Yeah. It was noise.
Is that okay now?
Yeah, it's fine.
I was touching something. Yeah, like learning all the ecosystem, like seeing all the contracts for NFTs, for fungible tokens, for staking, for everything like that. That's that type of guide. So then I can see how to connect this account, this identity, to all these other different applications.
Yeah. But what I would advise to get yourself I will mute you, sorry, man. So what I will advise to get yourself familiar with FunC code in a way, this would be run the generative contracts from Blueprint So when you do like npm create ton, or I will send a link to blueprint. Blueprint, yeah, ton community, blueprint, something. Wait a sec, sending it in chat. Yeah, so this blueprint, there is a folder with contracts. Yeah, ton community blueprint. You can do it like npm create ton, and you can actually see what is the FunC code of it. Like, so there is a few examples. So when you run npm create ton, there's a few examples that it can generate for you. And one of the best things to do is like to go view the code, then go see the tests, and then you could start playing around like tests between tests and code. So for example, you might change the value that is returned by. We can actually play around with you live if that's what you want. Like you can totally ask me whatever you want. We can do here, but I would say that one of the best ways is to, if you're very new, is go run generated contract, and then you start editing the contract and see how it affects the test. Like, of course, I mean educated editing. Like, for example, the test is running getter method on the contract. So getter method is returning 4 values. So what I would do, I would put another value and see that test fails. So I go and check and change the test as well. So of course, this doesn't bring any business value, but this gets you familiar with the flow, because I can tell you 100 times that the flow of the contract development is, when you're new, is like, go run FunC code, write a test. Test fails, change FunC code. You change FunC code, run test. You might have to adjust the test. Test fails again, and this is like that. You don't deploy contract on every try. You rather test it locally with this sandbox. Like in the blueprint repository, there is used for tests. They're using the sandbox library, TypeScript library. So basically, what you want to do is you want to master this combination of changing something in FunC, changing test, and make it work. And next step, I would say, try to add some extra feature for the generated contract. So you would actually have to think of what is the feature you could add. So you can, for example, create one extra comment that would change. For example, the contract would your extra comment would change the admin address, not with the new address that you send it, but with a sender address. So I mean, of course, like give yourself very dummy tasks, but these tasks are going to be educating yourself, So I would say it's just very, very simple way to start. I understand, from what I understood when you started, is that you're trying to do some big thing with wallets and stuff, but you should start small if you didn't have experience with that yet. Does it make sense? Sorry.
Yeah. Thanks so much. That's actually pretty cool with the tools. I have the account sort of smart contracts developed already on a different platform, but this identity can be can live in any platform really. But of course, then when you start looking into the way wallets work and smart contracts, there are some differences, like Ton Wallet, right, and or this Wallet Connect. So I saw there's like a point in the hackathon saying that it's recommended or it's better to use that standard. Can you share a bit of info about that?
So basically, why do we even use Connect? So you are trying to connect to web app, like the app, let's say, and you want your wallet to interact with. So I will start even before. Why do we need wallets to interact with something? So we have contract, which is on chain, right? And we have a dApp that is supposed to interact with the contract. And you want to initiate some transaction that would be sent into your contract. For example, you want to top up your account. So there is multiple ways to do that. So for example, without any authorization, you could just generate a QR code with deep link into the app. So anybody will scan this QR code and he will be deep linked into the app, just passing the parameters like amount, something. And basically you like inside of your phone, you would be redirected, you send money and maybe the command as well. But we have a better way to do that as well. So you might actually authorize once. Might actually authorize once with your phone. So basically, you scan the QR code and you authorize this dApp with the TON&Co protocol. You authorize this dApp to request certain transactions, like directly from your wallet. So now you don't have to scan any transaction to actually send it, but rather TON&Co protocol would request a transaction inside of your wallet. So previously it was done like different providers, different wallets, they use different rules for that. And this is why TON-Hub, I think TON-Hub is still on TON&Co, not TON&Co 2. But so for example, TON-Hub had this feature from the beginning, then TON-Keeper came up with their own way to request transactions from inside. I might be missing some other reasoning of why we have TON&Co, but I think I'm explaining the core. So basically, we needed one standard because we have a lot of different wallets who are actually allowing users to authorize with their apps and then interact. So the dApp would be able to interact with the wallet. And we had to kind of come up with a standard. How do we do that, And this is where the TON Connect 2 break in. And this is why we recommend using it. This is a recommended way to interact between wallet and the dApp. Does it make sense?
Oh, yes. Thanks so much.
Yeah, no problem. I'm opening docs right now, trying to figure out what is the what are some motivations that I'm missing there, because so it's all about interacting between dApp and the wallet, the session, the request, and the bridge API, like how the data is passed back and forward. So TON Connect is all about interacting dApp and your wallet. Wallet meaning like wallet app, like TON-Hub, TON-Keeper, Just TON, something else. Okay, so Shashank, you guys had a problem with TON Connect. I'm not sure I can address it immediately, especially that I have an issue. I opened the issue on the list of issues.
Mark, I'm sharing my screen. Can I share my demo with you?
Yeah, sure. You have a button to share screen, right?
Yes. Is it visible?
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Actually, we are trying to create a playground for the TON, and from here we can create a new project.
Okay.
And actually we are injecting with the predefined template of the counter, which is by default available. And actually we have not done any syntax highlighting part, so that's why it is visible in white and blue part. The main issue is with the deploy part. I'll show over here.
Okay, you're using Delap, which
Yes,
is
once it is built, I am going to deploy, and I have connected my TON&Keeper wallet. I will just confirm it.
okay.
After the confirmation from the TON&Keeper, I am getting this error.
Okay, wait a second. Wait a second. I'm gonna screenshot. And do you know that DLab has a Telegram group?
Which one?
DLab, the guys who so you're using DLab, right?
Yes,
DLab.
yes. I have found one channel, but didn't found any group for that.
I will send you a link.
So,
I
But
think I think Mark, you're talking about like Ton Dev Chat channel.
no. The lab team, those who created this library, they actually have a separate chat for that. I'm going to send you a link right now here in chat.
so
Wow, this I actually like your project a lot. Can you maybe let's
in
enjoy
one
the
more,
project?
in one more error I was getting. Let me share with you. Contract and everything working fine, but I'm getting some code error. Number 9, exit code with the 9.
So code 9. Do you know how to debug that? So you can go to docs.
Yes, I have found. It is
Is it
related to
overflow?
some funding issue.
Is it underflow or overflow? I can't remember.
Yes, it was related to some TON token issues, I think. As per the docs.
Yeah. You need to go to docs, and there is a like exit codes list.
Yes, I have that doc available with me.
Okay, can you open it?
Let me check.
We can debug it now with you immediately.
So,
So 9,
all in the closure.
it's underflow. So we try to read some bits, and but there were no any bits. This is underflow. So what I suspect is you might. So can you open the FunC code that you deploy?
So,
Yeah. So here, counter load data, save data. So the only place where you could be underflow is where you're reading when you load this 64-bit integer in the load data.
is it over here?
No. This is you here. You're reading Oh wait, actually, yeah, it could be also here. So, can you show me where you actually compose the command before sending it?
So, here it is. Actually, I'm creating a initial set with the code cell and the starting data.
So code cell data begin cell store uint 64 end cell. Okay, and when you compose a message,
Compose message. So,
okay. Look, where you do send increment, can you scroll down?
so
Send increment.
increment is over here.
Yeah, so here you're sending OPA. So
Actually, for the first step, I'm just deploying the
yeah,
contract only. The
yeah,
error is with the deployment only.
and that's exactly why you're getting underflow, because you just deploy the contract without the um, without the operation call inside, because once you deploy it, it already executes. So if you now run send increment, it's going to work.
Yes,
Try.
it was working. Let me confirm.
I
Mark,
think
do you have any library for the generating ABS for that contract part?
Do you need what?
Actually, to generate ABIs for contract. Actually, I would require to display all the input field and like what we do in Ethereum parts with the scanner.
Sorry, I didn't understand. Can you please repeat? But
Let
before,
let
can you check
me
if it's working? Because I'm just, but I just wonder if um,
let me check the current data. It was 6294.
bits or reference. Yeah, sometimes it's not only because of bits; it could be a reference. Thank you, Alex.
Yes, increment is working perfectly.
Yeah, and can you check on the Explorer?
So,
I think it's the same. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so it actually worked. Yeah, guys.
Mark, I
Sorry.
was saying, do we have any method for generating ABIs like we do in Solidity and Rust?
Sorry, can you repeat, please?
Can we generate ABIs for the function C like we do in Solidity and Rust?
Can we do ABS?
Can we generate ABI application binary interface?
Sorry, just can't understand these two words. Like
Actually, I am trying to generate ABI like we do in Solidity.
ABI solidity. I'm not a solidity dev. That's why I'm quite unused to this word. Sorry for asking you.
ABI is nothing but a blueprint of the functions. It
Ah,
is it is just a combination of what are the functions we have available and
okay.
what are the parameters. So I can in the front end I can generate the pre-built UI over here
so.
instead of directly
What
hard coding.
basically, what basically he's trying to say, like you can actually give input in the like in this UI part
Okay.
also.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Sorry, I'm just couldn't get what you mean. So, there's a thing that you should read about. Can you go to the docs and right there on TLB TL dash B? Yeah, TLB language. Alex, I don't know, do you feel comfy to jump into the conversation and maybe say a few words about that?
I can try. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
So about ABI, I did my own research just recently because of Steve implemented ABI for his tagged language. But in general, for the tone, you should learn TLB notation because it is special language that allows compact your data by the in the best way, I think. So from our task to pack all data without any additional bits, we won't exclude all what we can. We need this TLB notation, and I think you can check this page where Mark right now, but just recently, about 2 days ago, very good TLB explanation was released on TON&Co docs by Xesnik. He did very big articles about TLB, so you can learn from there. I just don't remember. I think I can find the link
Okay.
and
Is
share
it
it with you.
is it a different language other than the function C?
It's not a language; it's a notation.
Okay.
It's a language, type language.
Oh, is
type,
it? Is it language?
type language binary TLB
Okay.
means.
Okay. I
Yeah.
always thought it's just a notation for that.
So
It what means Nikolai
I think
Durov.
we have already gone through this, and I think we haven't found like ABI part in this.
You will not found any ABI.
Yeah.
Alex, can I please ask you to? I sent a link.
Yeah,
So
yes.
once we finish this room, this chat will be deleted. So maybe you can just send it to the common chat for everyone. This is where
It's basically it's on the website. Like it's the first doc. So I have completely read this doc. So yeah.
yeah. So basically, if I understood right on ABI, ABI helps to generate certain functions based on the like configuration you give it, right?
yes, Mark, I'll show you one example for the API part.
Okay. Because from what I understand, TLB is rather something that helps us to. So we describe what we expect from function, and TLB helps us to optimize it while assembling it. Am I right, Alex?
Yeah, Rahul is just showing
Um,
you a
uh,
example.
in general, yes, it's uni- unified language to describe uh, data that you will send or get from a message. Uh, in my opinion, best description for this why we have TLB, we just want to exclude all description of types from the data. So when we send our cells, our data in messages, we don't know how many bits for any types we spend there. We just store it in TLB files. Sometimes you can find these TLB files in repositories with smart contracts. And idea is you
Mark
can.
is the representation of the same. If you compare, here's the function of the mint in the solidity.
Okay.
If and here we have the JSON schema for what
Okay.
the name, what kind of data type it is, like function, and what are the inputs available. So
Mhm.
based on that, we generate interface directly in the browser part for our playground.
Yeah, I think it's something similar, but you know, let's move this topic to Wednesday, because on Wednesday I agreed with Narek, so Narek will come and join us, and we will challenge him. Sorry, guys, someone is loud. So we will challenge Narek with questions like TLB. So because I think he can give us much more insights on that. But I will remember that we wanted to reference TLB and what's it called again? ABI.
ABI.
Yeah. So
So
I will send this.
I'll message you a complete question on on Telegram. Please check that. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I will send him so he can have some kind of like homework.
Actually, what we want to do is like we want to make this ID live, so that currently the people who are actually want to build something on on TON, they can use our this product and build easily. This is what we were planning.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Um, cool. Can I text you guys after this call? I just wanted to know a little bit more about your project, but we can just talk after call.
Sure.
Yeah, no issue, no issue.
Okay. Also, I sent you the DLab group, right? So you can actually ping guys there, and they will help you with resolving the issue. It might be their compatibility issue with the latest Don't Connect. If they don't answer long enough, let's say by Monday, I would advise to stop using it, because I'm not aware on how much they keep supporting it, because last messages in their channel is like 27th of January, and it's not very informative. It's a cat photo. So I'm just really not sure if they keep supporting it, I wanted to ask if someone else is having some technical questions that we can together talk about, so he would be not stuck and stuff.
Hello.
Hey.
I have a question. Let me see. In React app, how can I call impure functions with connect TON keeper wallet?
You cannot, because when you mean impure function, look, so
probably from out of the receive function, I think.
Yeah, you cannot. Basically, the only way to trigger this receive internal function is to compose a message, sign it, and send it into the contract, because otherwise you can only use read-only functions, the getter functions, because you either read or you write, and when you write, it has to be a message, and it has to be either internal or external message.
That's the only way. Oh, I see. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. This is actor model, so we talk one way, and getter functions are just to grab something like for off-chain. So getter functions cannot be called on-chain like in Ethereum. Getter functions are only for off-chain. Okay, guys. Anybody else? Maybe if you guys don't mind, you might, if no one has technical questions, we still have time. Maybe you can talk about your project, because I liked the Nuyan EDE. I really want to talk with you guys. Let's maybe have a chat after. And you guys from Hyderabad, right?
We are basically from India, and I'm from Delhi. It's around 300 kilometers away from Hyderabad, and Rahul is also from Mumbai. But we are actually planning to, come to Hyderabad to
Nice.
meet you.
That's a good idea. Yeah, guys, if you look, let's make a challenge. What's your roadmap? What you trying to finish before the Hyderabad?
Like I have already sent you our roadmap on Telegram, if you can check it. Like I have just sent it to you.
To my personal Telegram, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me check.
So we have planned our, we want to carry this project forward, and we just planned it for like October.
Okay, I will read it, and I will send you a goal that if you do certain few tasks, I will bring some gift for you from some cool stuff.
Thank you, Mark.
Hi, Mark. My name's Ahmed. We're excited to build. I had a question, since they mentioned the meetup in Hyderabad. There's one in Bangkok on the 11th, and one of our colleagues wanted to make it there. Are you going to be there, or how is that structured? Is that more like a local community training, or is it going to be a Zoom training?
Okay, Ahmed, sorry that I messed you with Rahul. Sorry. I'm going to. So you said you're going to be in Bangkok?
So they mentioned, yeah, the one in Bangkok. That might be something we might be able to make. Can you tell us more about what will be held there? And then I had another question on one of the projects ideas we're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to be there in Bangkok?
Me not. I'm quite sure I'm not going to be in Bangkok. Unfortunately, man. Unfortunately, if I had to choose, I would definitely be up for it.
Right.
Bangkok it's actually this weekend, right?
Correct, on the 11th.
Yeah, you know who's going to Bangkok? It's Roman. It's Roman from onboarding team. Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
we are
He
going
does
to
the pitch deck recording. Yeah, pitch deck
and
sessions.
we are going to have a onboarding challenge with him on Tuesday. So I'm going to be live coding, and he's going to be talking with everyone. So don't forget to, guys, like stay tuned with this events page. We're going to have quite a few sessions quite often. So it will be very. I will even probably make a like award. The one who attends every technical session after the winner's announcement, I will also send I will ship a gift to his place. So Roman is going to go there, and once he's there, like he's my good friend, and once he's there, or maybe if you have some questions before, you can either, of course, attend our technical sessions, or you can actually text me. And you guys all have my Telegram, right? Maybe
From the Telegram group, yeah.
I will send you. Let me send you my channel, and there on my channel, sometimes I post some useful stuff. But also on the description, you can find my username, and you can actually you can always text me a message.
Okay, awesome. And then question we had as we develop our idea is for the integration with Telegram. Is that something the team is looking for? Because we were going to build on the TON blockchain, but then we were wondering on the Telegram integration step, how crucial is that? Is that some of the areas you're looking for in the projects that are being built?
I will tell you a secret. It's very beneficial to integrate Telegram in your apps. It's very beneficial. So now you have unfair advantage. I'm literally telling you, it's look. Answer me one question. Why do you have high hopes on TON?
We like that they have this huge base of users on Telegram.
Yeah. So your question, should we integrate Telegram?
Yeah, because Telegram is also, working for mass adoption, and that's their main goal.
Yeah. And basically, I would say any question when you ask yourself if you should integrate, always for Telegram, always yes, always a big yes. And second thing, I will tell that, and this is why I think those who will attend these sessions, this is why I think they are going to actually grow into some real devs after the hackathon, because here I'm going to bring some guys and we're going to talk about topics like that. So basically, how many of you already tried to learn how the jetons work? How jetons, like tokens, tokens are jetons. So basically, a lot of people are like Shashank, what jetons? I discuss with some projects like tokenomics, and when I have some Ethereum guys and we're talking about tokenomics with them, I'm telling you, like, guys, when I say jetonomics, I mean like tokenomics with TON. So basically, jetons in TON, they work. Many contracts will work in an interesting way. It is like sharding ready way. So we actually prepare them. We prepare the contracts for sharding. So we treat a contract not as a database like Ethereum does in a way. So we treat a contract as a like single. Let's say in a database there's one row. This row is, let's say, dedicated for one persona. So we treat a contract as a personal data storage. So there is a jeton. So for example, in Ethereum, Jeton is like one database inside of one contract. Like there's a table with like address balance, right? And in TON, we like the main contract, the master contract, the main address of this Jeton, it doesn't know the balances of people. And to prove that, you can see, just go and see the code of Jetons. Just type in GitHub Jeton minter, for example. Type in like this, you will find quite a few. Write it like this in GitHub Jeton minter, and we kind of separate them. Like, so one contract is minter or master contract, and another contract is wallet or client. So minter belongs to the Jeton creator. There's admin. Minter knows the total supply. Minter, inside of it, it also has a code of the wallet. But Minter doesn't know your balance. Your balance is stored on your wallet. So there's two ways you can get Jeton. You can go to Minter and get it for free, for example, or you can send some money, send some TON to the Minter, and Minter is going to actually create a wallet for you. And this is possible because in TON, one contract can deploy another contract. So it's like basically, and this is possible that one contract can deploy another contract. It is possible because in TON, to deploy a contract, we just send a message, we compose a message, we calculate which address will this contract have once it would be deployed on the blockchain. And then we send this message, we create a transaction of sending this message to this address, which doesn't exist yet. And we kind of throw it into the validator's place. So it gets validated, it sees the address, it sees the code of the contract, initial data, and it runs it first time against this data. So basically, this moment it is deployed. So how does Minter does that? So Minter, inside of its local storage, it has code of the wallet contract. So basically, it takes the code of the wallet contract together with your address, and it sends the message. So the contract can send a message, right? Simply, it sends the message, and there is a wallet deployed for you. So these are now two independent contracts. So basically, in Ethereum, what is Jeton? Jeton or token? Token is like one contract. In TON, like token or Jeton is like n+1 contracts, where n is the amount of holders. But the fun part is that there's a second way how you can get tokens. You can actually send it to someone else, right? So for example, if I send you some coins, we don't go through Minter. I don't go to Minter and say send him coins. I actually, like, my wallet also has a wallet code inside of local storage. So it is also sending and deploying your wallet if you never had it, So this is interesting structure. And the question why I'm telling you this whole big story, because then we don't care how many holders are at Jeton. It can be 1 billion. There can be Durav's Jeton, which will be used by every single Telegram user, and the blockchain network doesn't care because it's all about microtransactions, right? So every contract is storing minimum of data. It doesn't have to know any other balances. So if, like, it's that simple. Like, if the Jeton wants to burn itself, or like you want to burn some Jetons, then you send a message to Minter with a certain amount, and you just say burn. So what happens? The Minter just reduces the total supply. So it's just like that. And basically, the whole architecture of TON is made for mass adoption. And this is why the answer when you ask if you should integrate Telegram or not, you definitely should, because TON is made to support billion of users. And I even have a t-shirt, building for next billion of users. and there's a duck from Telegram. I got this T-shirt from some Israeli startup, from Israeli exchange, TON&Co. So I will probably put an award that whoever will attend at least 10 technical sessions, I will send out a brand new T-shirt like that to his address. I will pay shipping, everything. Just I want guys to be around who understand how things work. This is my motivation. And that's why I want to really thank Alex. Alex, thank you so much. You're supporting this since day 2 of broadcasts.
Now actually every document is making sense to me, because it's everything is written in like ton document, and I was actually not able to understand this very properly. And now I can relate everything what all you are talking about. It's there on the ton document.
Yeah, but it's quite hard to read it, right?
Question about Telegram. Can you make Telegram extensions the same way you can make like wallet extensions in the browser?
Hey, Raleigh, nice to meet you, man. In Telegram, you build extra functionality with bots. So there is no other way, as far as I know, and I've been with Telegram bots since day 1, I think. I think that that's the only way to build extra functionality. But TVA, Telegram Web App, this is like advanced bot. So basically, you would need to build a bot that would actually be compatible, that would be bringing up the web app all the time. You could trigger it by a button or by something else. And basically, Telegram web app inside of bot, this is the only way to extend functionality of Telegram. And when you see something like wallet, there is one extra thing that is very cool, that you could actually pin an icon of this bot on the bottom line. When you click the attach, you could actually pin your button there, but it is extremely hard to become one of those. Like @wallet, obviously they're very close to Telegram. They've done a great job to actually finally get on this like bottom bar. So basically, yeah, you should master how to build Telegram web apps. Wherever you go reading about Telegram web apps, they will tell you about go into the bot father and start with a bot. Does this answer your question, really?
More on what you're talking about. Is these web apps something in the browser, or is this like a chatbot in the Telegram app?
It's like basically you would have to deploy your web app somewhere in, like, it has to be on the main somewhere, like GitHub pages, wherever. And once you deploy it, and then in your chatbot, you obviously you first interaction with your user is a chat. So you are he's clicking start, then you say, hey, click this button, and you will open the app. Like the first interaction is a chat, and then you're actually opening inside of Telegram, the web view opens. And this web view, in a nice way, actually, you should try some TVAs out there. I will write myself to actually create a kind of like a list of TVAs to try.
So are Telegram web apps limited to only working in one channel, or can you make it work in many different Telegram channels?
When we say channel, it does mean like one chat? So
yeah, Telegram chat.
Yeah, so basically, when we talk about chatbot can be added to channel. So chatbot can actually listen all the posts that are coming into a channel that is added to. Chatbot can be added to the group. The only thing you cannot do is you cannot. So for example, there's my chat with bot. There's a chat with me and you, right, in Telegram. So the bot cannot be part of this chat. We would have to create a group and add the bot there. So there would be like you, bot, and I. and then bot would be able to interact with us. And on top of that, the bot would be able to bring up the buttons with web apps, with TVAs. And basically, this is how the logic works in general.
And would it be possible to store data client side with this, or is that just out of the question?
It is a good question, but I have to say I don't know the answer. But on Monday, probably we will have a session here with Hemi Weingarten, and he was the one hosting TVA Telegram web apps on the onboarding week. So it may be very well that he will answer this like extensively, because honestly speaking, I didn't build a single production TVA. Sorry, but I will. My job is to make sure that there is someone to answer your question, really. Local storage for TVAs, I will definitely research myself, and whatever happens, I'm going to cover that on the session with Hemi Weingarten. Because it's web app basically, and once you authorize, you could use the local storage of web app, but once it interacts as a part of group, I'm just not sure how you would manage the local storage, because it's a legit web app. It's just opened in the web view. So the first answer I want to give is yes, of course you can utilize the local storage power, but to give you like an extensive answer, I would have to do a bit of research. Riley, did you see the tutorials by TON&Co? Because there is one that is like in-depth explaining the TVA creation. I will send it to the chat right now. Yeah, I've sent it to the chat here. And I think I will also duplicate whatever I'm sending into the main chat. For everyone who was wondering about TVAs. So basically, you can go through the tutorial and try to build your own.
Mark, I have one more question. Like Wallet version 4 support plugin system. What kind of plugin we can create around Wallet version 4?
I think this question. So this question has two parts. First, we have to figure out what we mean by plugins, because when we talk about contract plugins, this is something that I would say this is very low level. You have to be sure you know what you're doing, or that you should know that you will get much more support for these tutorials, because a lot of people walk through them. Yeah, these tutorials are very good. So when we're talking about the plugin for the contract, it's very low level. You would have to be quite advanced to actually understand how to work with it. But I suspect that when you say that like extension or plugin, do you mean this like Ton Hub or Ton Keeper plugin, right? Or
I have used only TON&Keeper wallet, not
okay.
used any plugin system in TON&Keeper or Ton Hub.
I asked because all of the wallets I noticed that were able to work with Telegram are non-custodial. So I was kind of wondering, is it just impossible to build a non-custodial wallet in Telegram?
As of now, it's not. There's no way you could do that by yourself. But I'm aware that Telegram team is building a non-custodial wallet. So we are going to have one soon, and this is going to be a Telegram non-custodial wallet. TON&Keeper extension. I never built an extension for TON&Keeper, but I've built TON extension. So I'm not even sure you can build one.
Do we have any reference for that?
I will send you reference to TON-Hub. I really recommend you to try TON-Hub.
Sure.
Extension. So I'm sending you a link for TON-Hub, and TON-Hub has a big share of market, big one. And you should, if you build an extension for TON-Hub, you will get a market as well. Let me send it immediately to the chat. TON-Hub wallet extensions. Yeah, I sent it to the main chat of the Dora Hacks space. Okay. Ahmed, you're asking, I have completed this tutorial, but in TVA section, it just asks to add import, which is it really enough? I'm not sure I understand what you mean, Ahmed. Maybe you can just unmute and ask us, because it's actually working, right?
Hey Mark, I'm not able to see like where you have sent that like on Dora Hack channel.
So do you see the Dora Hacks here on the TON&Co? So on this platform, I will send you the link to the chat where I'm sending this. Ahmed is asking to activate the bot section. You would have to, for the bot section, Telegram bot. Yeah, you would have to import the SDK, and I'm not sure what's your question, Ahmed, but there's a flow that you integrate SDK, you build it, then you get the bot API key, and yeah, something like that. Just can't understand what you mean. Sorry.
Okay, I'll go through it and check.
Sorry?
Okay, I have got the link. I will go through it and we'll explore it.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All right, guys. It's been almost more than an hour. Honestly, my pleasure to talk with you. Good questions. Let's. I think we will get to know each other much better. Thank you, everyone who was asking questions. Thank you, Alex, for joining and helping answering them. So I pretty much wish everyone good time. We're having a hackathon on Saturday and Sunday in many cities. So tomorrow, probably no streams. But starting from Monday, they're going to be at least one, maybe sometimes even 2 streams per day. So stay tuned on the events link. And yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun these few weeks, right? So cool.
Thank you.
To publish, everyone is okay with me uploading this to YouTube, okay?
Yeah, no issue. I just also want to ask Mark, are we connecting after this call?
Yeah. We'll chat in the Telegram.
Okay, no issue.
We'll decide. Maybe we'll have a call tomorrow or something, but I will chat you. Okay. Super. Okay, guys. I'm ending this room, and have a good evening, guys.
Bye.